Assalamu alaikum. My name is Umar Farooq Aman and I'm here to explain about the final year project evaluation hash 1. The project name is EasyWrite and the code is AIMRL UGCP F1712. Here is a list of group members which are working on the project and the introduction about the project. Here is a brief introduction. Actually, it is a multi-tenant Uber and Cream like application at services scope. Meanwhile, we are providing services. We are creating a structure to provide services to Uber, Cream, a taxi, and the other vendors like that which are willing to start online ride booking taxi services. We will provide all the technical facilities, and they will maintain all about the market. The technological requirements. Here are some requirements: a passenger app and a driver app, a website with admin panel and a public interface, a business logic and data tier, actually a RESTful tier with some real-time communication services. It will be a communication service between passenger, driver, and website. The Android app, we are using a native scope. We are not using any Xamarin.net or other third party. Uh, Signal R for real-time communication developed by Microsoft. RESTful services developed by our team in ASP.NET, which are we are accessing in Android to communicate with the network server. Libraries and dependencies, we are using latest Google APIs, no third-party libraries, and we are using Firebase cloud messaging for push notifications in some cases. We are preferring XMPP based protocols. We are in some cases we are HTTP and XMPP protocols for Google Map APIs and Google Direction APIs, and we are preferring XMPP for a faster response and a reliable uh, approach. Business logic and data tier. The technologies are ASP.NET and SQL Server. And the architecture, the whole architecture comprises on some design patterns. First of all, the generic repository pattern to perform all the CRUD operations on our table generically. Then a repository pattern, it is bound to a specific table and it inherits the generic repository pattern. It is a repository of data for some table. Then unit of work. Unit of work, it is actually a parent of a container for all the repositories which we have created, and it shares our database context to all the repositories to have uh, singleton approach of database context in the scope of unit of work instance. Then the unit of business logic. All the business logic classes are developed similar to the repositories, and the unit of business logic is similar to the unit of work. So it work act like the unit of work on the unit of on the logical classes where we have built some our logics, and they have similar functionalities. It is developed by our team. It also provides a singleton scope to the parent thread or user requests, and it also shares itself to down to the sibling logical layers, logical classes in which we are performing some operations. We are using dependency injection with constructor pattern to share all the scope down to the generic repository. We are using automated initialization approach. Automated initialization mean in unit of work and in unit of business logic, all the repositories are only initialized when they are referenced for the first time. Whenever they are referenced for the second time, they access the same instance which is already instantiated. Efficiency constraint, all the above patterns maximize the efficiency, obviously. Attribute and controllers, actually they are interdependent, so all they need a unit of business logic and some other reference objectives. We are initializing it in controllers and sharing it to the attributes with some context references to reduce some initialization and memory consumption. Here is Android app demo. Let's have a demo. Uh, this is our driver app, the login process, and as you can see, he's logged in and connected to the server. Now the passenger app. uh, as you will see, the passenger is registering itself, but the driver has just logged in. The major difference is that the driver is registered by the organization over the admin panel, so the driver has only facility to log in from the Android app. But a passenger is a public entity and have both the features of login and sign up on an Android app. So whenever a new passenger came, it will sign up to communicate with the or use the services of Easy Ride company members. Now let's enter the name, Fahim, and as you can see, the location detail, the pinpoint to access the exact location, the vehicle categories, and the right now button. Let's click it. uh, we are selecting the drop off location. Let's go to Niaziata, Niazi Bus Express. uh, Due to slow network, it is somehow slow. You can see the other detail, distance, duration, and fare. And let's click on Chalo, and when it will click on Chalo, it will search for the driver, and the driver which will be assigned by our server intelligently will be notified about the passenger. It will accept ride. We will double click on accept to accept ride, and we can change the strategy. This is just a demo strategy. uh, when he double clicked on the, he's accepting the ride. And as the videos are not created parallelly, so there is a time gap between both the videos. Both are not synced. You can see the detail on passenger app and the detail on driver app, the text and SMS call buttons to communicate with the passenger, the pinpoint location of the passenger, and here it is, the pinpoint location of destination, and the origin where from you want to go. And here is the driver detail which is coming toward you, and some detail how much he is away from you, and all is that. Thank you.